For those of you who are familiar with whiteboards already, like me, I've been using different varieties of whiteboards for many a year. You will find that it's just completely different in the way that it sets itself out. Traditionally, you would probably expect to find maybe a projector, a laptop attached to it, all sorts of paraphernalia. The first thing that you'll notice looking at the board here is how it's totally self-contained. I haven't even put a memory stick in here. This is called System on Chip. If I click over here, I can draw. I can change the colour. I can label. I can click on the thickness, make it nice and fat, or I can go to the other extreme and I can make it very thin. I can also go to dotted line style. I can also correct what I've done. I can hit the undo button, or I can use the board rubber. It has its own built-in media player. I just plug in my memory stick into one of the two bays at the end here, and hey presto, connected appears. When I click here, all my content appears in front of me. You can add an image. You might want to add a Word document. You can do the same with PowerPoints, PDFs, Excels, and so on. What I can also do is add a bit of video as well. I can now play the video this size, or I can of course maximize it and then run it in full. And we'll look in more detail at what I can do with the image. So first of all, I can stretch it out to any size I wish. There are two ways of annotating over the top of this document. I can select the pen that goes with the board, but this is annotating over the top. If I want to retain any annotations, I select the pens that are associated with the image itself. So if I select the green here, I can now highlight various features. I can show any bits and pieces I wish. If I want to save these images that I'm putting up on the screen, I can click on Screen, Capture, and then Rectangle. I can now draw a rectangle through part of the screen, and there's my first image. The second option is to go for an entire screen capture. I can do this most simply via a gesture. Make sure that I've selected here and draw a circle on the screen. Wait a moment and it will take a picture of the entire screen. I'm going to lose both of those two because I actually want to save this one. I can save the image with the annotation on it now. This I can send via the export button to anybody who has the IWB agent on their device. On the board, I can select who I want to send it to, click on the email icon, and it tells me that it is successfully sent. And on my device, you can see that the file has been received. So if I want to send a picture to the board, click on the export button, select an image. I'll choose the street art option here and send. And it's almost instantaneous. It appears on the screen. If I maximize it, it will appear in the browser at the bottom. And if I click on here, I can now show it on the screen. So we're now going to come out of the whiteboard mode and we're going to look at some of the other features that the board offers as well. To do this, we click on the quick menu option to change the source. This brings us to our Android platform. The first thing you can do, obviously, click on the globe. That will take you to the web. You can see here lots of education specific websites and material that we can go to here. The second function, and this is really key, is the Airscreen. The Airscreen option allows us to connect any Windows device wirelessly to the board. Here we have our laptop, and on the screen we've got Airscreen ready to roll. If I just click on the connect option, you can see instantly it appears on the screen. I can now come up to the screen, click on it, minimize the Airscreen server, and hey presto, my laptop, which is actually not touch sensitive, becomes touch sensitive on the screen over here. So I can now go into my normal menus. So in summary, there are 3 essential functionalities. First of all, it's just like a whiteboard. You can put on your annotations, you can record stuff. Secondly, you can use your memory stick to pull up various media formats like your Word documents, PowerPoints and so on. And finally, you've got the Android platform that will allow you to surf the internet and also to connect wirelessly to other Windows devices.